Hi, thank you so much for ordering my card kits. I'm so excited to bring this video to you. I hope that it makes assembling the cards a lot of fun and that you really enjoy giving them away. Project number 1 is going to be this flower vase card. I actually used this punch to make the flower and the vase and the leaf. It's really wonderful because you've got different vases to choose from. And on all the projects in these kits, you're going to really need a good pair of scissors and also glue. But everything else should be included in your kit. So first of all, to make this, you're going to take your base cardstock, which is white, and you're just going to fold it in half. Now, another tip that I have for these cards, there's a lot of little pieces inside the package. And so I have like a little dish here that I have put all my little pieces in. So when you open your packet, I suggest just getting a little bowl or a cup or something that you can put all your little pieces in and then have that available for when you're stamping. Then you will be all set to go. And the first thing you're going to do is you are going to get your blue piece here and your designer paper. And again, the reason I said the scissors are going to be very important on these projects is I cut the designer paper a little bit too big for the paper. And the reason for that is you will be able to get a very nice edge on both sides. So what you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to glue that paper on, and you're also going to glue on your dark blue strip here. It makes the illusion to look like it's under the whole strip, but it's really just a strip here. So if you look on the back, there's excess paper on the bottom and on the top. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're just going to cut that excess away on both sides, or if you lined it up on one side. I like to do it on both sides because that way I know it's even with the cardstock on the top and the bottom. So then I've got my card base here, and I'm going to glue that on my white base here. So that once that's done, then it's time to work on the vase part of the card. And what I did for that is, here's a sample of the vase. This is behind. There's the leaf. Now you'll notice I have a stem for the flower. And how you get that stem is there should be a little piece of certainly celery cardstock in your packet. And what you're going to do is you're just going to take and you're just going to cut, free cut a piece, however thick you want your stem to be. And then you're going to stick that on the back, and then you can trim it. Now this stem would be a little thicker than what I made, but you can play around with it. You can decide if you want your stem to be curvy or if you want it to be short or long. So that's how you make the stem. The leaf and the flower are pre-punched for you. So then what you want to do is you want to put that together. You want to put your vase with your flower, and then there's a little gold piece inside your kit, and I wanted it to look like it was on a table, a pretty gold table. And here again, you'll need your scissors. So once you get this on, you're going to just cut. Actually, this looks a little crooked. You're just going to cut this so that it will, on your card, be flat at the bottom. And once you get that done, you could put everything together and assemble it, and project 1 is complete. I hope you enjoy making this card and enjoy sending it as well. Project number 2 is this butterfly card, and I love this card. It's beautiful as is, but if you have a greeting, you can always stamp it right here. Happy birthday, thinking of you, or if you don't, you can just send it as is. And again, with this project, what I suggest is taking out all the pieces from your packet. And in this project, you have these little teeny hearts. So here again, I used my little dish to put my hearts in so I didn't lose them. And there's just a lot of different pieces. You can just organize your pieces so that when you go to put the card together, it's fun and you're not looking for all of what you need to do, all the pieces. So to get started, you're going to take your yellow base and you're just going to fold that in half. And then the white part, you're going to put that on top of the card, and you can go ahead and glue that on. And then these squares, you will notice, have I have corner punched 3 of the corners, and so there's only 1 pointed. So what you're going to do is you're going to put those points together. And of course, these are your pieces, so however you want to arrange them, you can be creative, or you can make them like my sample. And then you're going to go ahead and glue those together like this. And then on the strip on the bottom, you can put your 3 hearts there, and then the strip just goes on the bottom. And then finally, you will be able to place your butterfly in the middle. And your card is complete. All right, this is project number 3, and this one is a Starburst. It looks like a quilt design, which I think is really fun. And the thing I like about this is the paper that I used is reminds you of creating. It has scissors, ribbons, markers, so I think it'll be a fun card to make and also to send. So you can start by just getting everything out that's in your packet. Again, I put the buttons in a little container so that I will have them when I need them. Each card has 6 buttons that you can arrange in any way on your card. So you're going to go ahead and fold your white cardstock base. This will make it really easy to write your greeting inside. I think white works really well for that. And then the Calypso Coral is the very same size as your front piece. So you won't even know it's white until you open the card. And again, what you want to do is go ahead and put this on, and then you can always trim it or work with it in any way that you want. Then you will put your next base, your Bermuda, on top. And then you'll see in your packet there's 2 different sizes of white paper. There is a bigger piece of white paper here and a smaller piece. And the bigger piece is going to just get mounted right on top here. So you're going to have 3 layers. I have this one all glued together here. So that's what it'll look like. And then with the smaller piece of white, what you want to do is you want to fold it in half. And if you do not want to have a crease in your paper, you could also just measure and draw a line down the middle, because you want to have the middle of this card. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your pieces of designer paper, and you are going to put them right next to the middle here with a point on the bottom, and you're going to glue that next to it, so that you continue to fan out all the way down. And then on this side, you're going to do the same. So when you get finished, what you're going to have is you're going to have something that looks like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn it over, and again, take your scissors, and you're going to cut the excess from the white. You can see my line right there down the middle. And although it looks strange when you get everything glued on, after you cut it, it looks beautiful. The extra pieces of paper that you have, you can use them, you can punch things out. There you've got your quilt. And then you want to go ahead and just stick that on the top here. And then I have a strip of paper to hide the edges here, so that just goes there on the bottom. And then you can put a greeting. If you want, you can move your strip up a little further into the design and put a greeting on the bottom, or you could just use, as I did, just put the buttons all over the bottom, and then it's just really nice and it's ready to send. So I hope you enjoy making this card and sending it as well. This is project number 4, and when you open it up, it has a piece of crumb cake and another piece of gold and a star where you can write your greeting. I think this will be really fun to make and also to send. So first of all, you want to take your Night of Navy card base and go ahead and fold that in half, and you can set that aside. Again, I have my little cup. I put my stars in here so that they're all ready when I need them. And then you'll have a Night of Navy that's for the front. I did this just so that the card would have a little bit more depth and it would be easier to put together. So when you get it all put together, you're going to actually have that glued right on top of your other card base, which is the same color. And how you want to make this middle, you're going to have in your kit, you will have thin gold pieces and you will also have a thicker gold piece. The thicker gold piece is going to be going on the inside of the card, on your piece of crumb cake and with a star. And then the thin gold strip is going to go on your front. You should have 4 thin strips per card. And how I made this is I started at the very top of the card and put the gold. Then I layered it with the happy until all of the card was layered. So I said gold, happy, gold, happy, gold, happy, and then ended with the gold. And then again, you're going to want to turn it around and you're going to want to trim all those pieces off so that your piece will look like this. It's trimmed. And then you can take that, put it on the front of your card, and apply your stars to the front and to the inside. And your card is ready to send.